welcome back to the channel. The chassis is clearly out of the garage, which means we are nearly finished in all the welding and all the preparation, but I have hit a bit of a roadblock, which yeah, I've stripped this thing back and well, just watch, enjoy. Also, I forgot to mention a bit of feedback I got about the videos, that you want them videos to be longer and a bit more in depth. So I've done that in this episode for you guys. I've tried not to cut any of the fat out of the time lapses so you can actually see what I get up to and actually the physical act of doing this stuff in full. So I hope this video is a little bit more up everyone's alley. If not, let me know, give me feedback. I love it all. See ya. All right, we've got mounts off. No point in showing you what it looks like grinding off mounts, but I've ground them off. I've left them a little long. I'll rub them down as I need to at the end, but right now we're gonna get these new mounts into position. I'm gonna put a plan up on the screen of what I need to do at the rear. We'll get those two ready to go in place, all measured up, and go from there. All right, we are on. It's a bit hard to see. See that gap? It's just like they're both, it's the chassis because I've gone hard up against the side panel, and they're kind of both tilted, and it's probably a little bit more, it's about the same, right? But it's hard to tell. Anyway, I might have to grind and just, you know, get it to twist up a little bit, just a tiny bit. No bugs. All right, I've got a tacky, shitty tape measure, but I have measured from the back here to the front. I get about 42.28, and I've measured the car, and I get from front to back about 42.30. So within 2 mil on these bolts. It was actually closer to 28, I lie. It was pretty spot on, to be honest, if I do say so for myself. Grind back the welds on the joins, fish plate it, so I can get ready to put some weight on this car, and then we're gonna strip out the 60. The welding is done. I'm pretty happy with it overall. There's a few things I'm not in love with. Welding upside down is pretty difficult. But the biggest advice I've got is when I was clamping this, I was clamping the top and not paying enough attention to the bottom. So just on one of the fish plates, the bottom was a little bit separated from the fish plate and the body. And look, it wasn't too bad. It was just like I noticed I was putting more filler in there. But you know, apart from that, I feel maybe I was a little bit wide on the welds, but I really wanted to make sure they were getting in. I'm happy. I'm not unhappy with it. So we're now going to move on to these. I'm gonna keep my face out of this, but basically these need to go back on. So I'll cut to it, but there is a massive gap all through here that I can fit my entire hand in, and obviously we're clipping here because we have added 4 mil to this. We have shortened this turn bend that's just here is now coming in a lot earlier than before. So basically we need to get the bottom right, which it will be. What I'm going to do is line up the bottom with the cutout that I can see. So I might even actually unscrew this because I don't need it on the control arm. Get it up and then I guess measure the gap, work out what I need to trim and start doing that. So here's what I'm going to try and take off. So this whole thing needs to come obviously 4 to 5 mil inwards because of the fish plate. So I'm going to just start by taking off the lip, this flat lip all the way around because this is about 3 mil thick. And then you can see the line here, that's roughly the lip. And then in this area, I'm going to start bringing it a bit wider all the way down to here. And that's for the turn in. And we'll see. I've got the bottom to gauge it off, and obviously being perpendicular to the chassis. Cool, so after a bunch of back and forth, we look pretty good. I've got to tidy up this corner because it obviously extends too far now, so I'll trim that. And then across the top, we look pretty good. Just want to bash that little gap in there. It's probably a little bit too big, or I can probably just take a tiny bit off that. But otherwise we are golden, and we'll get ready to weld this one on. Oh, no gas. Shit. Huh? Alright. Yeah, okay. I think I'm happy with it. I don't know. I think I'm happy with it. Like, it's not... It's fine. It's good. It's good. I'm going to smack that in a little bit, get that nice and close. But great. I'm going to... Well, yeah, it'll be good. Look, a lot of this has been just like trial, like, you know, go there, test it, take a bit off here, and then trying to get it angled right and leveled right, and yeah. I guess as the control arm goes in the right spot and it's level and it's square, that's, you know, that's right, you know. The next thing I want to do is just get one more set of body mounts on, which are the Fireball ones, and then start stripping this thing. So I want to get this thing, whole front section gone, 4 doors gone, rear boot gone, 4 seats out. I think that will lighten it up enough that it, yeah, we'll be able to lift it with 4 people. And then we'll roll this out and sitting on, fingers crossed. rear, front, firewalls, control arms, rear. That is all pretty much welded off. I got a couple of little bits and pieces, but I really just want to get this body mounted. So what I've done like some half little passes just to give it enough strength to hold the body and not snap off. I've done it on the other side as well. Got carried away and I pulled it out. Looking this. Get under this. Fuck yeah. So yeah, we got to this stage and I can't lift it. It's too heavy. Now these aren't filmed in advance, by the way. This is live. I'm posting this like an hour later. So I need a hoist. If anyone has a hoist in the Melbourne area, wants to help a brother out, even if I got to pay for the time, preferably on a weekend so I can keep working, hit me up, message me on Instagram, favouriteJ_, and yeah, we need a hoist. This thing's too heavy to lift. So also this will be probably the last video for a few weeks. My baby's due next week, so very exciting, but yeah, other more important things to focus on for the next few weeks. So I'll be on Instagram. You can message me any comments. I reply to all my comments, so thanks for all the support, and hopefully I'll see you when we're hoisting this thing onto the chassis, because she a heavy girl. See you later.